Friends, very good morning. I am Vivek Sharma, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science in Byanik Group of College. Today, I am delivering a lecture on concept of key. First one, attributes. Properties of an entity is called attributes. What is entity? Entity, anything which exists in the real world is called entity. Actually, entity is a concept of database management system. For example, in a suppose we have a student database, we have multiple attributes: roll number, student name, branch, year, city. All are called attributes. This is a student database. Here we have two tuples. This is tuple 1 and second one is tuple 2. Row of a relation is called tuple. And roll number, branch, name, year and city are called attributes of student entity. Then we discuss types of attributes. We have several types of attributes. We are discussing here primary attributes. First one is the simple attributes. Attributes which contain atomic value or simple value is called simple attributes. In a student database, suppose age, salary. Age is the field of student database and salary is the field of, if we are taking employee database, then there is a one attribute in employee database, salary. So this is the simple attribute which contain atomic value. In employee database, we have multiple attributes. Each employee has a unique number that is called employee ID. Employee name, employee department, salary. So here age or salary. Suppose employee ID 1001, employee name Ajay, department healthcare, salary 15,000, address something 250, electronic city Bangalore and some contact number. So in this employee database, salary is the example of simple attribute because there is no composition. This is single value, just like a single value or atomic value. Each employee has a salary and each employee has a age. Second one, composite attributes. Composite attributes are those attributes that are developed or generated by the combination of two or more attributes. For example, suppose employee name or student name. Name is the best example of composite attribute because name consists of first name, middle name and last name. So name is the best example of composite attribute, first name, middle name and last name. There are several examples of composite attributes. Second one is address. Address is also example of composite attributes because address consists of street name or colony name, city name, and pin code or zip code. So it contains multiple fields. That's why it is called composite attributes. These are those attributes which contain a single value corresponding to a single entity. Suppose we are taking example of employee database. We have a employee table. In employee table there is a field employee ID. Each employee has a unique employee ID. So that employee ID is the best example of value attribute. If we are consider student database, student has a unique roll number, that is called single value attribute, or in a college all students have a single roll number, that is called single value attribute. Next one is multi-value attribute. In a database management system, some attributes are contain multiple values of a single entity. These attributes are called multi-value attributes. For example, there are lots of examples of multi-value attributes in a student database system. Suppose a student contains multiple contact number. A student contains multiple contact numbers, or in employee database also employee contain multiple addresses, local address and permanent address. This is the best example of multi-value attributes. Suppose in employee database we consider address 1 and address 2, or local address. So these are those attributes which contain multiple values corresponding to a single entity. Address is the best example because it contains each employee had 2 address, local address, permanent address. Similar, student contain may or may not be contain 2 contact number. This is the example of multi-value attributes. Now next one is the derived attributes. These are those attributes which are derivable from the stored attributes. In employee database system, we have to find out age of a employee. Then, so we can compute or we can derive age of employee by using current date minus date of birth, because each employee has a date of birth, and today's date minus date of birth, we can easily calculate age of employee. It is very stored in database management system. Users want to access data uniquely. So this is done by help of key. What is definition of key? It is an attribute or set of attributes which is uniquely identify a tuple or set of tuples. It's called key. We have several types of key. First we discuss super key. Super key is also access data uniquely. It contains 2 main features. First one, uniqueness, and second one, reducible. What do you mean by uniqueness? Uniqueness means when super key access data or retrieve data, each time it provide data uniquely. Second one, reducible. What do you mean by reducible? Suppose in a student database system, we can create a super key by using roll number. We have 3 attributes in a student database. Suppose roll number, name and branch, and we can make a super key by using these 3 attributes, roll number, name and branch, and we can easily access data by using roll number, name and branch. So roll number, name and branch is the super key. So main feature of super key, reducible. It means if we reduce or if we eliminate branch here, then we can obtain roll number and name. So by using roll number and name, we can again easily access data or retrieve data. So this is the main key features. Uniqueness, it always provide data uniquely, and it is reducible. Say super key is the combination of candidate keys plus primary keys. This is a logical definition of super key. Student keys, it is again uniquely access data in a database system. The primary features of primary key, it should be unique. It should be unique. The second feature of primary key, it should always be not null. Third main feature of primary key, it is not compulsory but it is recommended. It means there is no guarantee कि each database system contain a primary key, but a good database system contain a primary key. So we always a good habit to create a primary key in a database system. Next one, we can create composite primary key with the help of or addition of maximum 16 attributes. These are the primary features or key features of primary key. Last main features of primary key is each database system at most one primary key. It means there is only maximum one key is available on a single database system. For example, we have suppose 5 attributes: student roll number. We consider roll number as a primary key, then there is no student who has no roll number. I will discuss candidate key. It is again very important key. It is also access data or also retrieve data uniquely. There are two main features of candidate key. First one is uniqueness. And second key feature is irreducible. What do you mean by uniqueness? It means candidate key always access or retrieve data uniquely. Second one, irreducible. What do you mean by irreducible? Suppose we create a candidate key, name and class. So by using name and class, we can easily retrieve tuple in student database. But if we deleted or if we reduce class here or either we reduce name here, then we cannot easily access data, or it is impossible on behalf of the candidate key. So it is irreducible. It means we cannot minimize it. In logical point of view, we can say candidate key is the combination of super key, we have already discussed super key, minus primary key. In a relational database management system, there are multiple candidates key may be possible corresponding to a single database. Next one is alternate key. As the name implies, alternate means second objective. Alternate key, in a relational system, there is one primary key, and except primary key, there are other keys that is called alternate key. It is generally useful when primary key is not present in database system. Then we can use alternate key. Suppose if roll number is not exist, then we can use name plus father's name. So by using name plus father's name, we can easily search student in a college system or student database. Name implies foreign, means just like secondary. Suppose we have a student database again, and second one is library database, and in library database roll number again exists because student information easily retrieved by using roll number. Number of books issued and returned. This is the primary database, this is the secondary database. In primary database, roll number is the primary key. In library database, there is no guarantee all students retrieved book. So, suppose here there are 5 students, roll number 101, 102, 103, ... 105. But only 3 students access library. So here roll number is the foreign key, because here only those roll numbers are present which are exist in the primary database. Thank you so much.